Welcome to Chucker TV. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we're live from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 3 for the 2021 World Cup. $100,000 to the winning team. This is going to be a great tournament. I'm going to be calling the game today with Juan Bellini. Juan, tell us about the teams.
Hello, good morning, everybody. We're here at Dell, and like you say, field number 3 Grand Champion. Beautiful day, beautiful field. We have 2 incredible teams. We start with Casablanca with Grant Gansi at 3 goals, Juancito Berini 4 goals, Bartolo Castañola with 9 goals, and Nick Roldan with 8 goals, total of 24 goals. And then we have, what a team, Hawaii Polo Live. We got Chris Dawson, 2 goals, Jejo Taranco, 8 goals, Diego Cabana, 9 goals, and Peque Gonzalez, 6 goals. That'll be 25 goals. This is incredible. We're so lucky to have these 2 teams playing in this tournament. It's like the best after Argentina is right here. 26 goals, almost 26 goals. So the best polo in the world outside Argentina, not Argentina, outside the Argentine Open.
Yes, sir.
We have the best polo here in Grand Champion between these 2 teams in this incredible long story tournament. I won this tournament twice.
Yeah, the World Cup.
With Whitebird, yes. And with Gonzalo Alfonso.
With Whitebird?
Yes, Gonzalo Alfonso and Paul Pierre. So imagine, I don't want to tell you what year it was, but it was not a long time ago.
A long time ago, yeah, exactly.
But it's incredible to have this tournament and these 2 teams, and they have Argentina. You have Barto Castañeda came for an incredible season in Argentina. We have Jejo Taranco, Diego Cabana. They just played the Argentine Open, and they are here. They are go for the money. And remember, Del, to everybody know, this is a knockout tournament.
Knockout.
So this is it.
Winner and take all. You got to go $100,000 a winning team. 0 to 40 goals this tournament is, Juan, so you can enter a team and get the handicap. We're going to start out with a 23-goal team, Hawaii Polo Life, and a 24-goal team, Casablanca. Casablanca will have to give 1 goal to the Hawaii Polo Life.
Well, remember, this tournament, you start playing this tournament the day before. Because you don't know, you have to know who you play against, and then you make a team for the handicap. You don't want to play against 24-goal team with a 10-goal team, so you have to switch. Because in 6 goals, you have to give 10 to 12 goals. They happened before.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
so it's more like a chess game before the first throwing.
Sure, we see some game. Remember, we saw a 6-goal team go up against a 26-goal team. They have 20 goals on handicap.
Exactly. So this is a tournament that started to play the couple of days before to see who's the lineup. We are allowed to change the players just before the game. You are not. I mean, you put the team, and then you.
So they don't know. So yeah,
exactly.
That's a good big point there, Juan.
It's like a chess game.
Yeah, big chess game.
The night before you tell this is my team, and then you can switch it. But this is it, because imagine if
like
Polo Life is 12 goals, Casablanca will say, "Hey, no, let's make a balanced team, or let's handicap team." You know,
right.
We don't want to give a team that something you have like 2 or 3 goals that are underrated, and then you have to give 10 to 12 goals and 6 chucker. That's too much.
That adds a huge strategy to the game, Juan. Thanks for pointing that out. And they're mixing it up here. We'll go through the teams as the day goes on here, as we have 8 teams entered this year in the 2021 $100,000 World Cup. Casablanca in the blue, the light blue, and we have the Hawaiian Polo Life in the dark blue jerseys today. And it's going to be Nicky Roldan on the far side working this one out. Remember, Casa actually gives up a goal here, so we want to give Casablanca. We want to give Hawaii Polo Life a goal there on the far side, as it's going to be Jejo Taranco on the move as they override and taken out here, and it's going to be turned around by Nick Roldan. Nicky coming far side, and here comes Chris Dawson. Chris Dawson trying to get out of Grant Gansi. Grant establishes himself on the right of way, looking for a play to run downfield. Everybody overrides, and it'll be taken care by Taranco. Jejo with Kavanaugh. He'll control the team at the number 3 position. What do you think about Kavanaugh being a captain here, Juan?
I like that. I like the idea. He's a guy, he takes his pace, he takes his moment, he organized the team. He liked the ball a lot. It's very dangerous with the ball. But I like the tragedy of Casablanca.
I love Kavanaugh. He's been amazing since he hit the turf here in Southern Florida. We love having him playing here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And we get our first hit off the day. It's going to be a knock-in for Casablanca.
What a start of the game. What a running back and forth. The two games, I love the strategy of both teams. Very balanced team. 4 players for each team. A nice horses we saw so far. And then we have the knocking by Barto Castagnola, headed to Nick Roldan. Nick Roldan is going to receive the ball and come back to you, Del.
Nicky on the move, and he's got Grant. Grant has Juancito by himself. Kavanaugh needs to go back. Grant gets underneath that one a little bit higher than he wanted. Oh, what a nice pickup there by Gansey.
Another pickup in the air by Gansey. What a play by Ryan Gansey.
Turn inside now, and it's going to be Peque. Gonzalez, oh, look at Nick Rodan. Juan, we are in for a battle today as we get our first whistle of the day.
Del, this is like a last charker they're playing. We started the first charker, only a minute for the first charker, and we have a lot of aggression, a lot of physical contact, and let me tell you, the umpire is going to have a long day today.
Long day, you called it, Juan. And they, remember, 1 goal difference here. They're going to go. We have our Mount Officials Day. Is Stefan Ferrari and Gaston Dorniak in the saddle. We have Steve Lane as our third man, and we are using the replay today. We have they're going to have a challenge, 1 per half one.
That's good. That's good that we implement that in Grand Champion. Also, what's very important in Grand Champion, we have a courtesy change. We do it for the sake of the horses, for the sake of the players, because if your horse is very tired, it's usually when they get after the 4 or 5 minutes, the horse is getting injured. So we do that between the 3rd and the 4th minute, so you come with the fresh horses, and the horse, you don't play until the end. But I think the umpire is going to have a very busy game. They're going to have to be in top because we have 8 players. They can do a lot with the ball, taking, running, switching, line.
Yeah, so it's going to switch up a lot today.
Oh, yes, especially our both teams. So we're going to have a throwing. I don't know what the umpire have in this plate. Let's see what the call was.
Now, the strategy of the challenge is very big, and Juan and I will break that down for you today. As you most of the time you see it in the 3rd and 6th chucker, but sometimes teams will use it a little bit earlier. And so they said big game here. Now on the same side, Juan, we have Richard Mill and Performance Polo. They're on the same side of the bracket as Casablanca and Hawaii Polo Life. So whoever wins out of Casablanca and Hawaii Polo Life, they're going to have to play against Richard Mill or Performance Polo in the semifinal.
That's incredible semifinal too. I mean, but I like this side of the bracket. It's a lot stronger than the other side of the bracket, in my opinion. I can be very wrong.
And we'll break down the other side so we can give everyone an opinion on that one. We do have Beverly Polo against Great Oaks. Beverly on the other side, and Beverly Polo is going to come in as a 16-goal team. Great Oaks is a 24-goal team. Juan, what do you think about that on the other side? Beverly Polo here against Great Oaks, 16-goal team against a 24-goal team. They're going to get a lot of goals on handicap.
That's going to be a tough game for Great Oaks. It's going to be a long day.
And that's a strong 16-goal team. That 16-goal team actually won the Ilva Soccer this year, so it's a big team. Here you go. Barto Casanola with the penalty 5 from the spot as our mounted officials and our third man get that one organized. It goes down inside, and man, this is the way it's been the first 2 minutes of this $100,000 World Cup Grand Champions Polo Club. Peque Gonzalez looking for someone to shoot to. Look at Taranco take a man out for Peque, and here comes Gonzalez. Peque on the far side, busting down the road. Look at Peque Gonzalez looking to go to the inside to Chris Dawson. They'll override, and it's going to be Bellini. Juancito, good ball control. Little help from Nicky Roldan. Now it's going to be Casanola, and I like the rotation. Here's Casablanca on the move, and wow, Juan, this has been fast and furious from the first bowling.
That's incredible, Polo. It's incredible. I just really enjoyed. But let me tell you, I get very nervous when Juancito going to play the game. So sometime I'm going to be out of focus. I want them to do well, but this is a really good game of polo. They're running. They go for the money, Del.
You got it. They're going for the money. Here we go. Grant Gansey. And they're going to flip that on the inside. We're going to get a non-call there, so we know how this is going to be called all day. Is they are going to keep the whistles down. Ooh. So they don't call the turn, and we got to get a little bit of a right-of-way violation there.
Yes, I think the guy turning in front of the I think the guy fouled.
It was close.
It was close. I mean, the guy fouled first, and then, yes, could be foul with Barto, but I think the guy fouled Granti first, in my opinion.
I like your opinion. Listen.
And change it. because they did that, and then Barto came and he took the guy.
Yeah.
He took the guy. So I don't know what the goal is.
We flipped to the inside. They slowed it down, but they'll talk about this as, of course, they have the three-man team working from the field here. And we know that the turn is going to be called, well, they're going to let it be really tighter because he actually loose, because he got
Exactly. And we're going to have a lot of turning today. With players like Diego Camana, we're going to have a lot of turning and stopping. We have 4 very good, top, very talented players, so it's going to be a very hard day for the umpire. They're going to have to be in top of the play, and they're going to have to really have a good job. They've been done a really good job so far here, the umpires, and we're so lucky to have Steve Lane, the chief umpire, grand champion. He put everybody in line, and he got everything, and happy to have, in this case, Martelli and Gaston Dorina, 2 professional umpires from Argentina. They did just the Argentine Open a couple months ago, so we are good and official, and every game has been playing very fair, very clean. So I hope this is. They started very strong. This checker started very strong. Like I said, I can't believe this is the first checker to play.
So we're going to switch this up. I apologize. It was my fault. So in the booth there, guys, make sure you give a goal to Casablanca. I apologize. Tracy, I actually had a reverse there as Peque is going to be filling in for Romero. And Peque's actually a 6-goal polo player. I thought he was on 5 goals. My apologies to Chucker TV. So it is 1-0 for Casablanca, based on the handicap of the 24 goals, Casablanca, 25 goals for the Hawaii Polo Life. So we got that squared away. Thank you, Tracy. And we get a whistle here again, so it's about getting into it right now early.
Yes, it's hard for where we are to see the direction of the ball. There was a penalty 5, and the ball went straight, but it's hard for me to say who foul or why was the foul. I have to give the right to the umpires. They do a good job, and the most important, they're fair. So I have to go if they call that foul, someone foul.
All right, so inside the 40-yard line here, it looks like an open goal penalty 2. So we're going to have a 30-yard shot. It's going to be Peque Gonzalez on the gray pony. Wearing no number 2 today. He's actually filling in for Tato Gomez Romero. And that's where we get the change in handicap. It's Peque on 6 goals, and he'll get the equalizer here. So just under 4 minutes, we got ones on the board as they come back center.
Yes, very tight game. And both teams have the chances in the first half of the first checkers. Both teams are very aggressive. They're running. Hawaiian Polo Life is really good to remember. Jejo Taranco and Diego Camara, they play together in the same team in Argentine Open.
They know each other well.
They know enough. They've been playing for many years for La Dolfina Polo Rancho. And this is the first time Bartolo and Negro Dan playing together. So that's a lot of advantage. Let's see what's going to happen. Now
Casa on the move. It'll be Barto. Casanova now, no one pushing up on him as he hits one down the center, and a loose ball play, and it'll be Chris Dawson wearing the number 1. Nice angle here by Dawson, looking for a dark jersey to jump on this one. It's going to be Jejo. Taranco will gather it up, being approached by Ganzi, and look at this. You could throw a blanket over 6 players, as it has been so tight of a game here early in his first chucker. Dawson gets a little help from the pony, and Barto will control. Casanola trying to run the turn, and here you go. Nicky and Barto working well together there. That's a nice little play by the 3 and 4.
Yeah. What a shot by Negro Dan. The ball is rolling. Come on, the ball is rolling.
Oh,
good anticipation by Juancito Bolinia. He left the ball to Granti. What a play. I like the combination 1 and 2. What a play. Good ball by Negro Dan. Good throw by Juan Bolini and Granti. That's the number 1 have to be.
That's
he's there, score.
Great play there,
I don't care it was easy goal or not, but he's there. He touched the last goal. So that's a good combination.
And it starts right here with Barto actually taking the man out, leaving it for Nicky. Nicky ends up hitting the 130-yard shot down, and then the number 1 and number 2 do what they need to do in the front of the game, and that's Ganzi and Bellini, and it's 2-1. On the bowling, it's going to be a battle on the bowling. I believe there's 6 chuckers of it, and Mallet's in the air. Whistle will stop the clock at 1:50.
I think the black guy have to come in near side, in my opinion.
You got it?
I think they have to come in near side. Sorry.
On the bowling?
Yes, I think Juancito have a back on the offside, and the guy have to come on near side. Peque Gonzalez, he came in the offside. He ran into the shot of the number 2 game of Casablanca. I think that was a good call.
Battle on the Bowlins. We're going to be seeing it today. We talk a lot about the Bowlins, but these are the type of games that you want possession of the ball. Barto Casanola down the right side, and he has 3 opportunities. I like this. Nick Roldan going forward and basically giving Barto the ability to hit the big ball. Now on the battle between the 2 number 3s. Oh, Kavanaugh on the handlebars. And Diego will do a little roll, but he's okay.
Yeah, it was, listen, it's only 5 more chuckers. They don't have to play like this. I get tired.
You get tired already watching them? I'm telling you, I love seeing that type of polo when they come out of the tent, out of the locker room early, and then everybody just going for it. And that is a lot of fun to watch. Kavanaugh's going to be all right, though. Great sportsmanship there by Barto and Roldan. Nicky to make sure that Kavanaugh's okay, and they'll gather him up, and we'll get a bowl in from the center to the boards with 1:33 on the clock.
Yes, that's an important throwing because we got 133. Whatever got the ball in this throwing is going to end the checker in control. I like this ball with Barto Castagnola. He tapping, turning, is defended by 2 players. Let's see what the ball. I'll go back to you, Del.
Casanola, one-timer. Look at this ball. Another pretty ball, but that's just good D by Gonzalez. Peque. Well, they come in there. I know they were gathered up. I hear what you're saying. They're riding each other off at a standstill. Roldan tries to break that play up, and they'll leave it for Jejo. Taranco. I love this. Complete rotation by all 8 players on the field, and it's going to be Kavanaugh going forward. Hawaii Polo Life looking for the equalizer in the last minute of the first chucker. It's going to be Chris Dawson. Overrides, picked up again by Casanola. Ride off and the back shot. Power pole to the far side. Gansey coming in hard. Now it's going to be Peque. Gonzalez will slow it down. And look at that, Nick Roldan coming around. They're going to try to double team Gonzalez. Peque turns it to the inside. Barto escort that one off the field, and we're going to get our first horn.
I hope we need I need a rest, too.
And you need a little rest?
I need a little rest, too. That was very intense.
We're going to call the paramedics over for us.
No. I'm glad it's like a boxing game, you know, they say by the bell, because I don't think we can continue that energy, that aggression in the field. That polo that we watched in the first chucker is incredible.
You got it. You don't want to miss the second chucker, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th in this game. This is the 2021 $100,000 World Cup. We're live on Chucker TV.
Don't cry. Talk to me.
All right, welcome back to Chucker TV, and this is the $100,000 World Cup. If you just joined us, Casablanca and Hawaii Polo Life. Casablanca with Grant Gansey, Juancito Bellini, Nick Roldan, and Barto Casanola. They're going to be a 24-goal team against Hawaii Polo Life, and it's Chris Dawson, Peque Gonzalez, Diego Kavanaugh, and Jejo Taranco. They're going to come in at a 25-goal team. So we had 1 goal in handicap given to Casablanca, 1 goal by Grant Gansey, and that made it 2 for Casablanca, and 1 goal by Peque Gonzalez, and that makes it 2-1 here in our second chucker. This is a $100,000 World Cup. 0 to 40 goals. You can enter a team that's 0 goals and go up against a 40-goal team and get 40 goals on handicap. We'll break that down as we do have 2 sides, 8 teams entered this year. Casablanca, Hawaii Polo on the A side of the bracket with Richard Mill playing Performance Polo. The winners of those 2 games will go to the semifinals. On the other side, Beverly Polo at 16 goals, Great Oaks at 24, and then we have Dundas, and Dundas is going to come in at a 19-goal handicap, and they're going to play against Santa Rita at 23. Juan, what do you think about the opposite side of the bracket of these teams?
I think that the 8 teams are very, very balanced team, a good level of polo between 16 to 24 goals. So I like the chance of every single team right now. Anybody can have a good day and win or lose it. Especially, I like Beverly in 16 goals.
It's a very strong 16-goal team.
It's been doing very good.
And they're going to get 8 goals on handicap.
That's a lot.
So you don't want to miss that game.
You have to start very strong, and you have to start really focused when you start getting so many goals.
I love that about this tournament, Juan. And so we get back to the action here. If you missed our first chukker, it was a fabulous chukker. I mean, just so aggressive, so quick, and it has been back and forth, and this is what it's been. Perfectly executed polo by both teams. It's going to be Kavanaugh. Diego, he's going to be shadowed here by Juancito. Kavanaugh trying to get loose. Loose ball play. Juancito doing a great job here of keeping Kavanaugh contained. Now it gets hit down the center, and it's going to be Nick, but look at that ride off by Casanola. The number 3 and number 4, Roldan and Casanola, have done a tremendous job. Oh, and a misplay there, and Peque Gonzalez is going to jump on that one and pick up another goal and get the equalizer.
Yes, that was it was a good hustle by Juan Molini, but the guy, how many times he can turn around and turn around and turn around? That should be, in my book, that should be a
You think he's delaying the game
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Yeah, well,
yeah, a lot.
Yeah, he kind of moved. I understand. You know, it didn't look like he was trying to, but I understand what you're saying. Sometimes you get caught in a delay of polo, and you might need to play it. But Juancito, again, stayed very composed there. And that's the way this game's going to go, Juan. You know it's going to be a tough one all the way through. We got a set of 2s on the board on the far side, and then you got 5:40 on the clock. Casanola. Barto. This kid has just been tremendous the last couple of years. Talk a little bit about Casanola, Juan.
Yes, it's incredible. He's only 21-year-old, and I'm not the only one who can say we have a really good future 10-goal player and his talent, and he's so strong. I mean, he has the strength of his dad, but he has the talent of his uncle. So the combination that he has is unbelievable. And
when he says that, he means Lolo and Adolfo, and moves inside, and Juancito's going to win the ride-off on Dawson, turn it upfield, and we have a 4-on-3 if Casablanca can get the ball moving. Chris Dawson's going to hustle back on defense, picked up here by Peque, who's been everywhere in the first 2 chukkers. Now, again, stalemate polo at the middle of the field. It's going to be Kavanaugh. Diego. Dropping the shoulders. There goes Peque on the gray pony. Bellini needs to go back. Look at this ride-off. Kavanaugh and Casanola back to the inside. Peque Gonzalez looking for the near side neck shot. And, oh, my Lord, that is a super shot with a man on his hip.
What a play. What a good play. What a pass by Kavanaugh to Peque. Peque took the man on the hip very good and make a beautiful neck shot. Near side.
And what are you going to do there? Juancito was all over him. Juancito couldn't do any more. Could he? I mean,
I think he should have taken
earlier.
Earlier,
okay.
Take another penalty.
So there you go. We're always going to get a little polo 101, 102, and 103 when you listen to Chukker TV. Juan Bellini, he's going to be able to fill it in for you today. And right there, that was his son. So basically getting on that play, saying Juancito should have been on Peque earlier to win that play on the bowling. It's going to be Kavanaugh. Diego's going to get out of the bowling as fast as you could get out. And here comes the Bay Pony. Kavanaugh overrides, and it'll be Nick Roldan. Nick's going to leave it for Barto. And now Nick will turn the corner. Roldan on the left. Ganzi on the right. Juancito down the center. Now looking for Nicky. Roldan and Taranco come together. And Casanola will control as we click down to 3:30 on the clock. Big ball down the center, and look at this. It's going to be Nick Roldan, his first breakaway of the day. Nick, there's the approach shot to the far left post. Now look for the cut shot, Roldan. And whoa, you got got to get
what
these.
A nice play by Nick. Beautiful pass by Barto Castagnola. He put Nick running the ball. The first approach with Nick was a little bit to left, so he had to make a really difficult, like
Maybe a little bit too
cut
far to
shot,
left?
A little bit too far.
Too far left.
I mean, when you play polo and you go full speed and you know someone's coming behind, you don't have much time to just pace the ball where you want it. You just hit it the farthest possible for your goal. That's what Nick did. He hit it long, nice shot, a little bit to the left, but then he tried to get it open shot. He did it, was not the angle that he was looking for, but was good. Good by Casablanca, good play by Hawaiian Polo. I don't know where my money goes, and after watching this chapter and a half.
Yeah, it's very tough to pick a team here. 24 goals, 25 goals, Casa on 24. And these are the two closest games we're going to see here. You can see Richard Mill is going to come in as a 22-goal team. And they're going to play against Performance Polo, which is a 22-goal team.
That's another
they'll
team.
play on the flat?
Yeah, that's another game that I want to watch. That's really...
So sent the Richard Mill team, Mark Anzi, Peroto Cambiaso, Heta Casanola, and Lolo Casanola.
So we're so lucky to see Lolo playing back in America. And let me tell you, that team have the two more talent players right now in the world, Peroto Cambiaso and Heta Castañeda. You cannot have more talent than that.
Right
on the other hand, you have 4 warriors.
In Performance Polo,
Yes.
now they've won this, haven't they?
Yes.
Won this?
Yes.
Didn't Collingwood, Torres, Pojito, Bergero, and Gracito win this?
Yeah, they did it 2 years ago.
2 years ago they won.
2 years ago. It's an incredible team, very balanced team, and let me tell you, they'll go for the money.
And they were lower back when they won it. They weren't 22 goals, I don't believe. I believe there were 20 goals then, weren't
you
they?
know, because they used, instead of Santi Torre was somebody else. And I think it was Kotikas. I don't know who was.
Or Jared Zanni, one of them.
One of them, yeah.
I remember, but a very strong little team.
Or one Obregón, I think it was.
Now, this tournament, don't they have a similar tournament in Argentina?
In Argentina, they call La República and go to 0 to 40 goals.
40 goals, yeah.
And
And don't they say like a 21 or 22 goal team usually wins?
Yeah, no. Actually, one time Martin Zubia won it with 8-goal team.
An 8-goal team.
And the final was against like 30-goal team. He received like 17 goals.
On handicap.
On handicap.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
That's a whole different game right there.
Yeah, this is the La República, the oldest tournament in Argentina.
Very, very cool. So here we go, live from the Grand Champions Polo Club, $100,000 World Cup, second chucker action after our courtesy change on the knock-in, Hawaii Polo Life, Taranco. Hagel's going to go to keep this ball and kind of slide by Ganzi and take it to the inside. And this has been a defensive battle here in the second chucker. Big ball looking for Chris Dawson. Nick Rodan's going to go flying back with Peque Gonzalez. And now they'll go into the corner. It'll be Hegel again. Taranco turns it around. And he's going to get caught on the turn down in the corner. And that'll stop the clock with 2:39 on the clock.
Yeah, I think he did a right away infraction in front of Granti. Granti coming in the line, and the guy turned in front of him. That I don't know.
Now, Juan, we did have a challenge in the first half, and the Hawaii Polo Life lost their challenge, so they're out of challenges for the first half.
Yeah, they did, and I don't know. They called against Casablanca. I don't know. I didn't see why.
Okay, yeah, so it did look like me that based on the first turn that they didn't call, Juan, that they shouldn't have blown maybe that turn, so there must be a foul somewhere before that.
Yes, I saw the guy turning from Granti. That's what I saw.
Yeah, that's what I thought they called from here, but two. Yeah, but the foul? What's the foul? Okay, so we had an illegal ride-off there, and that's what we were talking about. So that's going to bring it inside, and we'll get our open goal penalty. It's going to be, penalty for Gonzalez. Peque. Peque's dialed in.
What a shot by Peque Gonzalez. What a goal. 4-2. They have to be careful with the foul. And in see from where I was, hard for me or for you to say what
right, so it was an illegal ride-off, and that happened before the turn. We thought it was a turn in front of Grant.
Granti cannot have a illegal because Granti was coming to the play. So
right, it wasn't Grant. It was involved in the ride-off. It must have been Juancito or another player down in there.
I don't know. It's really hard to see what it was.
All right, well, they bring that for the 60, and that's going to put them ahead here by a couple goals. And look at this, Casanola trying to drop that ball inside, and it does roll all the way off the field.
What a shot, 150-yard shot, like nothing.
He's got the wind behind him,
Yeah,
but whoa,
but
still
you know
what an amazing shot.
He did it without effort. Just he swim easy, relax.
He hits the ball very hard.
Yeah, he put a lot of speed in the last touch. You know, he really hit the ball. Remember, in polo you have to hit the ball, not push it.
Yeah, power polo player. That's what Casanova is. His father was the same way. Now, down inside, and this is what you want, Juancito, trying to cause a commotion with Kavanaugh, the inside, that's going to be trouble as Casanova regroups here. Barto, now it's going to be, you're going to have Peque riding in from behind there, so it looks like we're going to have an open goal penalty in favor of Casablanca.
Yeah, I like the work what the Juancito does with Kavanaugh and the knocking. He make
Putting the pressure?
Put a lot of pressure, and he give Granty and Nick and Barto be more optimistic.
I understand. Yeah, but Lisa puts him in. He's the battery, Kavanaugh. You need to shut him down.
Yes.
On the Hawaii team if
Yes.
you're coaching.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So first open goal penalty of the day, and it looks like Barto Casanova will be doing the honors for Casablanca.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1 minute before the end of second checker. What a two checker we have, though.
I'm telling you right now, Juan, I mean, there's been so much action. We've called so many plays in the first two chuckers that this game
Wow, what a shot. Dicky can hit the ball like... I used to hit it like that when I was
You
young.
did. You did. I was just gonna say because I was on the end of I was on the end of a lot of those passes, and I used to tap in a lot of goals playing with you. Melly and I did. We'd
No,
say,
I mean-
well, actually, you're hitting the ball to Melly, and then I'd fall in behind, but it always worked out very well, Juan. But you definitely, he has the same style that we used to see back in the day, like yourself, big hitters, Garahan, Smiklis, all the big players that used to just hit the ball. We used to have
But let me tell you,
open style polo.
he had that, but also he has such a talent with the ball, with the stick ball. He's really amazing.
Yeah, he has the ability to change it up.
Yes.
On the bowl end, and we're going to
Yeah.
click under 30 seconds. There's your horn, and we try to finish this second chucker. Backed up here, Casablanca looking for another. There's the opportunity. We have time as we have Casanova, and he's going to lay this ball out with 19 seconds on the clock. Barto, 100 yards out. There's the drag inside the 60. Barto, 40, 30. Look for the high flag. Oh, just off to the left. And Barto wants that one back as he did have a true breakaway there. But we got a match here, 4-3.
We have a really incredible game. What a run by Barto Castagnola. What a back shot by Nick Roland. What a polo game we are watching right now. I'm so tired just to watching.
I'm going to get you a water. I'm going to get Juan a water here, and we'll be right back. So stay with us. We'll be back for our third chucker play. We're live. Chuck.
Got to be up front more.
$100,000 World Cup, third chucker action. Juan Bellini. Well, Juan, first two chuckers, 4-3, and each team's had opportunities. The biggest difference at this point is that Hawaii Polo Life already used their challenge. So Casablanca does have a challenge here for the third chucker.
Yes, I don't know. It's been such a fast game. It's been such a even game. Both teams have chances to score. Both teams miss a lot of goals.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, in the middle, it's a fight. It's a lot of turning of the ball and very physical.
Very physical. It's a battle in the middle.
Yeah, the umpire have to be on top of the plate. I think they do a good job. Anybody can make a mistake, but let me tell you, it's a hard job for the umpire. I think they keep
I would just give it a leather one. We talked about that first chucker. And we're sitting here, we got the third man over here, Steve Lane, so we got to talk to him a little bit. That first chucker was just so wild that sometimes as an umpire,
yeah.
You're like, you can't get in a rhythm because there was no rhythm. It was just so fast and furious, like a tornado blowing through.
Exactly. They started the first chucker like it was the end of the
Yeah, like the last. I can't wait to see the last chucker based on that.
I don't know. Can go any. I don't know.
Any harder? Any higher? Yeah.
I mean.
Well, you can't say nobody's not. Everybody's trying very, very hard here.
Listen, for $100,000, we try the same myself.
Yeah, you got it with the money. They're playing for the money here at the Grand Champions Polo Club on Chucker TV. And here's the knock, and it's going to get shut down quickly. And you want positive possessions on the knock, and Casablanca will get control. But Hawaii Polo Life's going to take the ball back. And here they come. And when they break loose, and this is the way it's been, the last two chuckers, when it's a breakaway, it's been a full force breakaway. Everybody just on the move.
Yes, that's a good comment. Now we got Nick roll down with the ball. He's tapping the ball. Juancito tried to go forward with camera. Nick is going to shoot. What a play by Nick. Heading the ball to Juancito. Let's see if he can finish the play. And what happened?
Still got control there.
Good play, good patience with Juancito, and Kavanagh took the ball on the. That's the plan. If Kavanagh went straight, maybe it was not a foul. I think he did turn a little bit.
I understand what you're saying.
Because the ball was like ball to ball, and he ended goal to goal. So we have to have also the imaginary line of the ball, where the ball goes. And we have to take the goals post as an imaginary line, and then the boards. In that play, if the guy was coming board to board, I don't know what's a foul, but the guy did turn a little bit, try to go to
At the end, he gets caught. I agree. If he ends up down the field, and there you go, a little more Polo 103 for you. If you can finish the play, anytime you steal the ball from a player who might have control of the right-of-way, as Juan was saying, you're better to just carry on straight through the play. Don't deviate to the right or the left, because if you do deviate, it makes it look like a foul to the umpire, even though maybe it's not a foul. But it looks like that.
Yes, that day I was talking to Steve, who knows more than anybody, and Grand Champion. That's why he's the chief umpire, Grand Champion. Sometimes players think they took the ball on near side, they never foul, and that's not true.
No, it's not.
Some people, they're crossing the line when after you hit the ball on near side, and that carries danger.
All right, here we go for the open goal penalty, and not just that, the equalizer was 6:36 on the board. Here's Castañola. And that's an easy one for Barto.
4-4, third chucker of play, 6 minutes and 25 seconds in the first half of the play. We have a match going on.
We have a match, man. I got to tell you, I'd love to have the tents mic'd up after this one, Juan, and just to hear the conversations that'll be going on in the tents, because to try to pick this game apart, you hear Juan and I commentating the game. I mean, it's been tough for us, and we're sitting out in the rumble seat watching everything go on here, and this is the way it's been on every bowl. And watch this. So much movement, so much aggression, so much activity, and Castañola left inside, picked up by, looks like Gonzalez. Hejo Taranco will control. And here comes Hawaii Polo Life. Outset pass, but it's going to be Nicky to read that one. Before the play opens it up, Kavanaugh finds Taranco working the far side. He'll slow it down. Hejo, look at that. Look at Peke. Come in there, take the man out. That gives Hejo a chance to leave it for Kavanaugh. That's good polo. Hawaii Polo. Castañola almost gets the hook on Kavanaugh. Diego, look for the tail shot. That'll bounce off a pony to the far side. Casablanca
Yeah.
And, yeah, you'll get the turn there. And I like this call by the mountain officials, as that's too close for comfort on the turn.
Yes, I think that was a clear way the turning. Because
For
he
sure.
turned the horse before touching the ball.
And not even that. One thing also, Juan, we get to see it from the outside, but you notice how quick the Casablanca player was.
Yes.
He wasn't late on it.
Yes.
And on that turn, and so they're going to talk about, let's see, ball placement here, I guess. Well, no possession of the ball, so you
I
might get
think
a
if you're
spot hit.
If you're Casablanca, I took the challenge for the position of the ball. You don't think so?
No, because
this is the third chapter.
I know. Remember this, so remember, because you don't have possession of the ball. So really, to move the ball, and possession is a huge play here.
Yeah.
Huge play to have possession, and not just that, Juan, you took the turn away from them. Okay, and they did come to the third man on that call. The third man agrees on a turn. So the three-man team downed it in here, and I love to see that as the three-man team for the umpires working so well together here in the first half. Very important in a tournament worth $100,000 for sure in any tournament. Here they come. Peke. Big ball by Gonzalez. Grant Ganzi comes across. Kavanaugh. Grant comes in at the hook. And then we get a whistle on the play, and it looked like Kavanaugh was flying across the center there. And wow, what do you got there, Juan? Do you see anything? That's a lot of action down on the far south end zone.
Yes, I think I have a lot of action. I don't know if Kavanaugh did foul Granty first, and then Granty foul Kavanaugh second. And I don't know from here Kavanaugh was gonna come inside of the play, and then Granty.
Kind of a tough play because you have Ganzi coming down the field, and now ball does kind of come from the right side. So who has the ability to come across with more speed? But they're going to go ahead and call this one against the Casablanca team, 4-4 with 4:43 on the clock.
Yeah, that was a tough call for the umpires. They got here, Juancito missed the ball and make a bounce, and that was very bad for Casablanca. Now 5-4 in favor of Hawaiian Polo Life. They're not going to have any break. I think we're going to have the rest of the games go like this. Goal by goal.
Back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah, we haven't had more than a one-goal difference here in our first game of the 2021 $100,000 World Cup. 8 teams entered, 2 brackets, and the winners of each first game will go right to the semis, and then... Then you go for the money, for the $100,000. And here's a big back shot for Hawaii Polo Life. Oh, Nick Roldan. Will it make it in time? Oh, a little bit short for Bellini. Peke will override, and it'll be Taranco. Hejo slows it down. Looking to move the ball here. Good play by Bellini. Stolen away by Casanola. And then they come together there as Casanola slams on the brake, and a good read by Diego, but Casanola is going to scoot in there to steal it away from on the boards, and now Roldan. NR. Near side neck shot. Bounce off a pony, gets the ball back under control. I don't know how he did that, but he does have it. Now he's got Grant Ganzi going forward. Casanola checked his shoulder. Nicky's going to run the outside, and nobody on Barto. Barto's going to hit one out of the air, looking for Grant Ganzi, a little bit too short. Flip to the inside by Taranco, and we have some action going on here in the third, as now it gets moved by Roldan, but nobody home with a light blue jersey on. Ganzi's going to push Kavanaugh into the corner, and now the cat and mouse. The hook by Grant. Backed up by Bellini. Stolen by Kavanaugh. And Diego having to get by 2 Casablanca players. He finally does. Now the ride-off there by Casanola. What a ride-off. It perfectly executed. Big ball by Kavanaugh, and they'll finally get it over center field. Dawson has no play. Roldan knows it. Backs it up to the center, and retrieved again by Barto. Casanola will take a breath here. Slow it down with 2:30 on the clock. Big ball down the center. Looking for a meet, and met in there by Kavanaugh. And then they come together, and we get a whistle on the play, and that'll stop the clock with 2:24, Juan.
That was Granty was coming the ball. The guy was standing on the line of the ball. You can face the ball, but I don't know you can stand on the... I don't know. That's a tough call by the umpires. Let's see what the call is. let's go from there. And
Did Kavanaugh have the line there, or did Grant have the line when they came together there? It's a little bit tough to see from our angle.
I think Kavanagh kind of rotated to get
Rotated
the line,
around, yeah.
to face the ball.
Well, the good thing here is we have Esteban Ferrari, he's looking right down the right of way, the opposite direction. And so we'll see if they want to talk about this. Now, Casablanca does have a challenge that they may use, and they'll probably use it. We are going to use our Kersey change, our final Kersey change of the first half at 2:24, 5-4. And as you said earlier, Juan, back and forth, one goal, one goal, one goal, one goal. Just been going back and forth like a teeter-totter here. And we have not had one team take control of the action on the field.
They're not going to have it. I mean, they're very, very equal two teams. They're almost 26 goals. I mean, we have the best polo in America right now playing here in Grand
Yeah,
Champion.
it's nice to see two teams at a high level playing.
And they're playing unexpected. They're playing it's not just they're playing for the money. When you're a polo player, you just go there to play, to compete. Sometimes you don't go about what tournament you're playing. You just want to win, and you put 110% of yourself in the field. You don't care about the future contract or the money. You go there, try to win today. Tomorrow's another day. That's what I see today. Everybody want to win today because they know if they're out, this is a tournament.
Yeah, I love the single elimination.
Yes, I like it. Stop.
Every game's a final.
I remember 1986. I won the Gold Cup with the PS2, and that was 17 teams of 26 goals.
17 teams, single elimination?
Single elimination tournament.
Holy moly.
And I was playing with Gonzalo Pierres, Dana Fortuno, myself, and Alfonso
Oh,
Pierres.
Dana was in it, yeah.
Yeah, Dana was in the
Yeah,
team.
Dana was 5-6 goals in his highest, right?
Yes, and the high was 5, yes. He was 2 then, I was 5 then, but that was 17 teams in that level of polo. That was incredible. But that's the make a knockout tournament so incredible.
You got it. So penalty 5 on the reaching call. They're going to call against Casablanca. Not a big deal, just from the spot. And there's Bellini, and he's done a good job keeping Diego controlled at the moment. And that's a big part because Diego Kavanaugh, 9 goals. Look at this ride-off. We have seen some perfectly executed ride-offs at full speed by all these players. I got to give them love on that. I love to see when they do it just perfectly. Not an easy play with the four-legged athlete, but we have seen some exceptional riding here in our first game of the $100,000 World Cup. Barto Casanola, and this is what Bellini was saying, not just that he can hit the big ball, but he is good with the polo ball. Talented individual. Look at Bellini putting a ride-off now on Kavanaugh. He's going to override. Mallets in the air, and a whistle on the play with 1:38 on the clock.
What a workout for each player today.
They are all going to sleep very well tonight, Juan. I do agree with that.
I mean, that was Juancito's working very, very hard. Grant is working very, very hard. I mean, 4 players are working very, very hard for the plane. Let's see what the end up of the plane. I think we're going to have a penalty 2 in favor of Casablanca. That's, I don't know, that's what it looked like, you know, the
weather has turned for our direction here, Juan. It has been a little bit hot here in southern Florida, 88 degrees yesterday and today. We're going to get a cool front to blow in here in a couple days, but we do have a cloud cover right now, and the wind has picked up, so that's fabulous weather for the four-legged athlete.
Yeah, and I like the way everybody's playing today. They're playing very aggressive, they're playing very tight, and they're playing clean. That's what all it's about.
As I said, to see it that aggressive and to see it so clean, and now Barto Casanola with the open goal penalties, 100% from the penalty line, looking for the equalizer. Here's Barto. And once again, Casanola 100% from the penalty line.
He had it strong in the middle of the goal. What a shot, what a play, what a hustle by Casablanca. They get there. They always came behind from 1 goal. They never, in the game, already went up by 1 goal. And 1 point, Hawaii Polo Leaf, when it the first jacket, they went up to 2 goals. Casablanca tied, and then Hawaii Polo Leaf scored, and then Casablanca tied. They're coming entire game like this. We're going to have a really good next 3 checkers. This 1 minute to the end of regulation time for the first half of the play.
On the bowl end, it's going to be Nick Roldan trying to capitalize on the goal by Barto. He hit another. He's got 3 penalty 2s, Casanola. And look at this. Here he is again.
Very good play by Granti. Take the man away for Barto.
That leaves the ball for Casanola. Oh, first time to leave behind, but Gansey will fall in behind. Nice little play here by Grant Gansey, who started it off with the ride-off. Now he gets it moving across center field. Nick Roldan, next shot, on goal, and the low flag.
Good play by Granty, was behind. That's a good rotation on Casablanca. Good rotation by Casablanca. Good shot, good try by Nick Roldan. What a play. What a game. What a first half, Del.
What a first half we have, Juan. You said it. And 5-5. We started out 2-1, Casablanca. After the second chucker, 4-3, Hawaii Polo Life. Now, after 5-5, we'll send all the teams off to their respected tents, and we'll be back for our second half. Stay with us. This is the $100,000 World Cup on Chucker TV. Okay, welcome to the halftime breakdown here, our umpire halftime breakdown of the $100,000 World Cup Grand Champion Polo Club. Steve Lane, working as the third man today. Thank you for joining us here on Chucker TV.
Glad to do it, Dale. Always glad to put a new set of eyes on our halftime breakdown.
So let's start out, Steve. First of all, you're the head umpire. You're managing everybody. Let's just start out a little bit with that because you got a lot of polo going on. Tell me a little bit about how it's been with the crew you're working with, and then we'll lead into a few things that we did today in the game. How's it been coming to Grand Champion Polo Club and working with your umpire crew?
Actually, all the umpires are very receptive. We've had 2 umpire meetings so far already this season, just to talk about some plays and ball placement, if you will. Also, what we're going to call, what we're not going to call, and all the umpires were working as a team. So there's no individuals. Nobody is being a prima donna. So glad to work with these guys.
Yeah, it's a big part, Steve. Steve has a huge job here because there's so much polo that goes on at the Grand Champions Polo Club with the logo into the World Polo League. So you're covering everything in between, Steve. So well done on the job taken. Let's talk about today, though. Big game here, $100,000 World Cup. Big game, single elimination. Tell me a little bit about early, because we had a challenge early. Juan and I were talking, but tell me a little bit about the early challenge, because it happened in the first chukker. And I believe it was Hawaii Polo Life.
Yes, Hawaii Polo Life used a challenge in the first chukker. They didn't agree with the call. The instant replay official, who some of you may know is the fourth man, and he watches that play from all different kinds of angles, has the best view. We've got 2 end zone cameras, the drone camera, and, of course, the center camera, which you're watching now. And, you know, I've heard a lot of comments about, I would save my challenge till the 3rd chukker or the 6th chukker.
Yeah.
And because here at Grand Champions Polo Club, each team gets a challenge, 1 per half. To me, it doesn't matter when you use the challenges.
Okay.
If you think you've got an 80% chance or better of winning that call or overturning the call, use it.
Right.
Now, I know that while we have the courtesy horse changes, the challenges are a little bit more stringent. They're a little bit tighter. But wait till we have no courtesy horse changes. Now you might see some silly challenges because the teams are going to use that time to allow a teammate off to change a horse or get a broken mallet. So
Yep.
I think the challenges, the way they're structured right now, will change once the courtesy horse changes go away.
I got you. Yeah. I'm still going to disagree with you, Steve, based on the risk-reward matrix, as we say. But, you're the one who knows the challenge system. You've been a part of it since the beginning. How difficult it can be to win a challenge unless you're 120% right, because the umpires on the field are looking at something. A lot of times the umpires in the booth. Got to talk about a little bit the booth, Steve, because a lot of people don't realize how intricate of a job it really is, the IRO.
I've asked some umpires from various organizations, and they think that the IRO, there's more pressure on the IRO than there is the third man.
I agree.
And because he is the only one making that call, and of course this year it's a new rule that, let's say the umpires call a foul on red. Red challenges the call, and it goes to the IRO, and the IRO says, no, I have a foul on blue. Well, this year it's a shot in favor of blue. Remember, it used to be a bowl in.
I love that.
We knew something was wrong, but yet we bowl it in. So this year, a rule changed so the IRO can turn the call the other way.
It makes so much sense, because you imagine being in there and actually seeing a foul before or another foul had happened, and then in the past you couldn't make that call, and that just looked like so bad to the viewers, because the viewers are sitting there watching going, well, that was a foul right there. Why aren't they calling it? So it's great that they changed that up. I love that procedure.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? In the old way it was, somebody fouled, but they got away with it.
You got it. I mean, it's almost going to work out. Steve Lane, always a pleasure. I know you got a big job today. Steve will be working all season long with us. If you have any questions for Steve Lane or any of the question procedures about umpiring, please let us know on Checker TV. You can send it in to the email on Checker TV, and we'll be right back for our second half of the $100,000 World Cup. All right, welcome back to the second half here. I want to thank Steve Lane, our third man today, actually, for coming in and helping us out with the umpire review at halftime. We'll be doing that all season long for you. And, we've had a lot of great response from people that really enjoy hearing from the umpires and understanding what goes on out there. Such a big part of the world of polo, officiating in every sport. Juan Bellini in the house here with me today. And Juan, welcome back to our second half. Let's talk about the other side here, Juan. One of the teams that we were talking about, and you got to take notice that the lowest rated team in the tournament at 16 goals, and it's Bill Bauhaus, Lucas Diaz-Alberti, Tolito Ocampo, and Hilario Figueres. They won the Ilva Soccer over at the International Polo Club Palm Beach. Very strong 16-goal team. They have confidence. They're going to play against a Great Oaks team Great Oaks team, which is Dylan Bacon, been playing fabulous this year. Facundo Lorente, Clemente Zavala, and Nacho Naviza Estrada are playing in the World Polo League, so this team knows each other very well. They're 24 goals, though, and they're going to have to give 8 goals to this 16-goal team.
That's a lot of goals because let me tell you, Beverly is 16-goal team, but they've been playing all season like that. They won an 18-goal tournament in IPC already. So we're talking about a very good team in 16 goals.
Yeah, they got a lot of confidence.
They got confidence, they got the horses, and they got the players. So, and I like it. Oh, they have a good combination, very strong back. You got the former 10-goaler, Nacho Naviza Estrada, who's pulling the team. He's one of the best back ever playing the game. So I like it very much. On the other hand, I like to see the team. We have.
Yeah, on the other side we got Great Oaks. Great Oaks playing a lot of polo in like I said, I think the one where they really hit each other is that having Beverly winning this season already at 16 goals, and Great Oaks also playing a lot of polo, World Polo League, which has been right out of the gates already with the All-Star Challenge, has been a great test for them. So this is going to be a great game. You don't want to miss this game. This is going to be one of the...
I think you don't want to miss any game they're playing because let me tell you, the performance polo team against Richard Mille, that's going to be an incredible game.
Oh, yeah, that's a great matchup, too.
Also,
close on handicap, but are going to be a great game.
Yeah, also Dundas against Santa Rita. That's on Sunday. That's a future game on Sunday, 3 o'clock. That's going to be a war. That's going to be,
So Dundas, we have Geronimo Overgan
Yes.
and Juan Martino Overgan, they just won the 12 goal.
Yes.
And Facundo Overgan,
Yeah.
and then Juan Cruz Marcos, who's
no,
probably the...
I think they're going to play with another player. I don't think they're going to...
No? Well, Juan Cruz went from 2 to 3 goals.
Yes.
This kid's a good player.
He's a good player.
He's
good
been
fielder.
very strong.
Very strong.
But on the other side, Pachito de Navarez, which is awesome, played at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, son of Paco de Navarez. He's 0 goals, which at 0 goals, this kid is just...
It's very strong, very strong.
Very
His
strong.
Father, very strong, well-mounted, well-organized. And we got Torito Ruiz, who's a fighter, Juan Martin Subilla, and Alejandro Naviza Estrada. We have a really good combination. Let me tell you...
23 goals?
Yes. I don't know where the money goes in any of those teams. Even today, we don't know. I mean, we got 5-5. They never get any more than 1 goal difference between these two teams. They've been playing very tight. They've been playing very aggressive polo. They've been playing really good polo. We're watching incredible polo, and we are so happy to have this level of polo here in America. Thanks to Marca and Melissa Gancia, they keep 26 goals, and they keep this type of Copa República, whose name in Argentina.
So they got Copa República?
República Argentina. República Argentina. That's the call of the tournament in Argentina. They go from 0 to 40 goals. Also here go to 0 to 40. But then it's like I would say before in the beginning, it's a chess game. You have to see what team you put in the field before you play, because you have to...
I didn't realize that. You could just show up at the beginning of the game. I guess, you could show up at the field with a six-goal team against a 20-goal team.
Exactly, exactly. You don't want to give a 6 chunker of polo.
Yeah.
That last time I played, and I remember I was playing. My team was like 10 goals, and I played against Casablanca. They gave me 17 goals, and they beat.
You win?
No, they beat me like 24 to 22 or something.
Right at the end, yeah.
Right at the end.
Yeah.
Because, and the thing is, when you give so much different, every goal they score is like 2 goals against you.
You gotta
when you
come
play
out.
and you go to the field, the one thing you cannot do is just look at the score. You have to.
You got to keep on playing.
You have to keep playing, because if you look at the score, you'll say, "Oh my God, I'm 10 goals behind, I'm 12 goals behind." You say, "Oh, I know."
Right.
I'm never going to reach.
It makes sense, yeah, because it can be demoralizing just looking at the scoreboard.
You have to look at the scoreboard just in the end to see how many more goals you need to score to get to that level. I don't think, because if you're watching the score in the second chapter, you're behind by 9 goals in your mind and say,
yeah, no, you go crazy. I hear you. I think we've had a couple games like that over the years with this $100,000 World Cup where it was like that. You just keep looking at the score and you're like, man, they're still 20 goals behind, and but they do come back. These good teams, and that's why they get that many. They give up that many They give up that many goals on handicap because they're that good.
Listen, everybody wants to win this tournament when you have $100K in your pocket. I mean,
$25,000 per player. Not bad. Not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad for 3 games.
Remember, the World Cup, it used to be in Boca Raton when I used to play and also in Palm Beach. It was $100K, but was $100K divided for the winner, the second, the third, and the fourth. So it wasn't 100,000 for the winner.
Yeah, they split it up. It was like 50 to the winners, and then they broke it up.
And they broke it up. That's a different story. Now you got 100K just for your team.
Just for your team.
So have a better taste. It's milk.
Better taste. Yeah, that'll get you out of bed.
No, I mean, it's a good day in the office. You
Good day in the office.
You make 25K.
Yeah, you get well. It's just under 10,000 a game, so not bad.
No, it's not bad, and it's just also when you're a polo player, when you're a professional sport, you just go for the glory sometimes, not just for the money. Also,
No, I understand.
The money is important in polo because to keep the horses and the grooms and the fur is a lot. It's very expensive sport.
Well, you know,
and the weight, but it's important that when you're a professional sport, you go for the glory, for the glory.
Yes, yeah, and remember, it's very special to be able to have a 0-goal team and a 40-goal team out there, and to be able to have that kind of dynamics in the tournaments is kind of cool.
Yes, also, but you have to remember here in Grand Champion, we have any level of polo for anybody. You don't have to have billions to play in polo.
Mm-hmm.
You just come by yourself. We give you a boot, we give you a helmet, we give you a horse.
You know, the polo school, we have the polo chuckers.
Or polo on demand. You can. That's the good thing about polo.
Actually, our coaching chuckers this summer one where we did it at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. That was some of the most fun polo we've had.
Exactly.
We had a great group come out and play with us.
Exactly, and then the idea is just to polo is a family sport because you got son and father, mother, daughter, cousin playing in the same team against each other. Also, it's a family for the horses. We have in the field mothers, daughters, cousins, because all the breed, all the embryos. So basically, it's a full contact of family event in polo. The people that don't know, but also we're here in Grand Champion Del. We give you any opportunity just to come, enjoy, have a good day, playing polo, have the experience. Listen, you're gonna work out. Just a personal trainer charge you $150.
Yes.
And you are inside of the gym. Here, for that money, you come outside, you spend all day riding a horse, be outside. So, polo is for anybody. And the limit is the sky. You want to compete and spend some amount of money, you do it. You want to go harder, you're going to spend. I mean,
yeah, you go any limit you want. You want to start out at a lower limit, no problem.
Exactly.
You want to play in the World Cup in the World Polo League, no problem.
That's what polo gives people the opportunity. It's not
let's talk a little bit about the Polo on Demand, because it's the only program around the world here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, Aspen Valley Polo Club, the Polo on Demand. You and Melissa Gansey, the directors of operations on that.
Yeah, we started because I think, like I say, some people want to have the experience to play in polo, any level. And you say, I have a 10, 12 goal team, I want to play. So we give you whatever you want. It's like a restaurant. You open the menu, we have so many.
Good analogy, Juan. Good analogy.
We got a really good.
So it looks like we got them going here. Finally, Juan, and I don't want to break you up, but remember, Polo on Demand. So check out Melissa Gansey and Juan Bellini if you want to know more about Polo on Demand. It is a fabulous program, and as Juan said, they cater to everything. Just like going to a restaurant and opening the menu, boom, you pick what you want. Actually, better than a restaurant, Juan, because you can actually pick whatever you want, and on most restaurants, it's written down for you.
That's true. That's even better.
Yeah, it's even better.
It's even better. It's like I go to the kitchen and say, give me this,
yeah,
and
you go to the kitchen.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah. You cook your meal.
You get your own meal. You got it. All right, so here we go. Second half action. Thanks for joining us. If you missed the first half, well, this is Casablanca, and they're in their light blue jerseys. And then we have Hawaii Polo Life in the dark blue jerseys. And with Casablanca's Grant Gansey, Juancito Bellini, Nick Rodan, and Barto Casanola, they have 5 goals. And Hawaii Polo Life is Chris Dawson, Peque Gonzalez, Diego Cavanaugh, and Hejo Taranco. And they have 5 goals, and away we go. It's going to be Grant Gansey. And look at this approach shot. Grant trying to run this one down, and that'll just trickle over the end line.
That was a good effort for Granty. Good play, good turn of the play by Barto Castagnola. Put the ball in front to Granty. Granty make an approach a little bit too hard. No direction he was looking for, but he was very coming with someone behind, so it's hard for Granty.
And this is what we talked about. Remember going to the 10, using Grant a little more in the front.
Yeah, but I think Granty did a hell of a job there. He was in a position. The ball came to him. He had it. Now the thing. Now have to be a walking. That's a.
It's a hustle play here. You got Juancito going after Cavanaugh, and we've been watching this all day long. And right now, I can't pick who's winning that battle, Juan. It's been back and forth with both of them. But look at this guy. He's been on fire, and it's going to be Casanola. As Barto tries to get through the hook of Peque. Peque slaps it back inside. Mallet's in the air. No whistle on the play. And here comes Cavanaugh. He'll leave it for Peque. Peque back to Diego. Diego will slow it down and turn it back to the inside. And a little pump fake there by Cavanaugh. Now he'll release it to, looks like it's going to be Hejo. Gansey will apply the pressure. Taranco's not going to waste any time looking for Chris Dawson going forward. He'll leave it for Gonzalez. Peque and Roldan come together on the far side. Nicky's going to win the ride-off. And as we saw earlier, Juan, it is just busting loose with energy from the first bowl-in. Now it's Nick Roldan. Kavanaugh is going to go back on defense. Roldan will leave that one behind. They both override, and that'll work for it's going to be Casanola. Casanola from 120 yards out and wide to the right as we click under 5 minutes in this four-chucker play.
I think Casablanca started a little bit stronger in this second half.
I agree.
But you know what? It's just the beginning. We have only 2 minutes, and it's very tense, very good game of polo. Everybody have a chance. Good play by Casablanca. They're fighting very hard to try to get this game to their pocket.
Kavanaugh on the bald-faced pony, and it's going to be Taranco, and he's going to try to run the turn here. Hayhill trying to go forward off the cane. That ball will bounce off the boards. A lucky bounce there for Hayhill, but he'll work it down, and he's got Diego and Peque in the rumble seat. Now Hayhill, good ball control here. Well done by Gonzalez. The give and go, number 4 to number 2, and it's Peque. He'll pop that one in the air. Look, Kavanaugh comes flying in there. Another negative play. Well, actually a neutral play by Bellini. And keep an eye on the number 2 Bellini and the number 3 Kavanaugh. They've been just battling it out today. And the same thing on this side as we have Peque, the number 2, and Casanola wearing the 4. Now Nick. He's going to try to find, looks like Bellini, and Juancito has a true run to the goal. There's the approach shot inside the 60. Bellini's going to lay that one inside the 30, and that's a perfect approach shot by the number 2.
What a play by Barto Castagnola. What a play with Barto Castagnola. He changed over there. That was a 60% of the goal on his hand.
Juancito? Barto.
He defend. He make an turn. Also, I have to give you another 30%
to Nicky?
To Nick Roldan. Juancito scored, yes, he was there, but in that situation, the team did a big effort.
Good team effort. I agree.
Juancito did the easy part, put it in. I don't know if it's easy or not, but you understand what I'm trying to say?
I agree. Good call on that. I agree. Listen, I'm giving more love to Juancito's approach shot. That was awesome.
No, that was awesome, but he was by himself.
Yes.
I mean, what he was himself. I have to give a credit to Nick. What a pass by Nick Roldan. What a pass by Barto Castagnola. He was facing, he took the ball there, he turned, he gave the ball to Nick to the side. Nick was marking with the guy. But he had an incredible neck shot. And see, Juancito was in front. He made a really good approach. Almost was a goal. But you know what? The entire play before was that goal make a beautiful goal.
Yeah, and it just shows you, Juan, how quick you can cover the 300-yard long polo field, 160 yards wide, how quick you can cover 300 yards by 2 players like Casanola and Nick Roldan. Both hit the ball about 80 yards apiece, and then Juancito laid his 60-yard shot inside, and they covered the 300 quickly and get a goal and go up by a goal here with 3:46 on the clock.
Sorry, Del, this is the first time Casablanca's up by goal in the entire game.
You got it. First time. Well, they were up by, after the first chucker, they were up by 1, but that was it.
Because that was the golden handicap.
That was it. Yeah, they're goal on handicap. You called it. But based on play, Juan, you called it. All right, we're going to get all the bowl-ins right in front of us. I love this for the second half. That is the procedure. International rules, tournament conditions. They will bowl in from the far side first, and now the near side. And, it looks like Taranco might have caught something here, so we'll make sure Hayho's okay. That's going to stop the action. And Juan's going to go out and check him out, make sure he's okay. We'll get our paramedic on the scene, always here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Safety always first. Aspen Valley Polo Club, Grand Champions Polo Club. So Hayho's laying on the ground here, and we want to make sure he's okay. Kind of a weird play. It was on the bowling. So they did come together on the bowl-in. And sometimes when you're jostling around for a position on the bowl-in, when you have 6 to 800-pound animals in there, sometimes those horses' heads do fly around and they do rub up on each other, and it can be a little difficult in there. It looks like they are going to check his foot. Yeah, and that does happen in there. Sometimes a player will get his foot turned back or his knee turned back. You got to be careful in the bowl-in. And not that players are trying to do that, just when players are turning out and the four-legged athlete turns out, sometimes you do get caught up. So we'll make sure he's okay. A very strong, tough individual, Hejo Taranco. And at the moment while I'm sitting here, I got Steve Lane, who is working as our third man. Steve, any conversation with the umpires or anything going into the second half, or everything copacetic?
Everything's copacetic. We talked about a couple of plays, but other than that, everything's copacetic, and it looks like at this time they've pulled Hejo's boot off, possibly looking at his ankle.
Yes, sir.
And maybe there was three players that kind of came together there on that bowl-in, and maybe he got his ankle turned around a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tough play in there, sometimes when they move around like that.
Yep. And, of course, Nick Roldan had the ball ready to hit downfield, so it'll be interesting to see how the umpires start this game, whether they start it with a bowl-in or whether they start it with a fair play
Good call, that. Good call. Hey, explain the fair play bowl-in, because they used to do it by themselves. Now it's actually a rule.
Yeah, it is actually a rule this year, and the idea there is if a team is in possession of the ball and a member of the other team, their opponent, gets hurt or injured or opponent takes a bad step and the game is stopped for any reason, then they would bowl the ball in to that team who had possession before the whistle was blown.
I mean, the players used to do it a lot by themselves, so it's nice to see it already being established and being understood by each team. That way, and for the fans also now, at least they understand what's going on.
Exactly. And also, we don't find many players faking an injury, but we have seen it before. In this
feigning, as they say.
Feigning is the word.
I like that word, feigning.
Yep. So this even helps prevent that even a little bit
I
further.
agree with that. Anyway, you can provide that. So it looks like Bellini's going to come jogging off. And good to see Hejo up. So put your hands together for Taranco. Want to make sure Hejo's okay. And I think you called it perfect. Thank you, Steve. He'll get back to his third man perch, as we say. We'll get Bellini back in the hot seat here. And we'll get this fourth chucker action going. If you just joined us, welcome. 2021 $100,000 World Cup, and it has been back and forth since the first bowl-in. Juan Bellini, what'd you see out there?
No, the stroke of Nick Roldan hit Hejo in the leg.
There you go. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Sometimes on bowl-ins that happens.
Tell you, I have to congratulate Hawaiian Polo live. They give the ball back to Casablanca.
Yeah, fair play bowling. I like it. They just did that. And Steve Lane just talked to the Chucker TV fans about the fair play bowling and how that works when a team does have possession and an incident like this happens, and away we go. The gray pony on the far side, that's Kavanaugh. And who's there? Well, you know who. Bellini. He's been there all day long. He's going to be thinking about Kavanaugh in his dreams tonight. Now everybody hustling around, and it'll be Hejo getting up from his injury and looking very strong with Taranco. Now controlling the pace here. They'll slow it down, Hawaii Polo Life. Looks to me, Juan, like Casablanca's trying to keep the energy up, and maybe Hawaii's trying to slow down a little bit to get that open spot.
I really like both teams, the way they're playing. Very tense. I mean, I like the way Hejo hit, but they would give the ball back to Casablanca. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was worried about Hejo. It was okay. He had a little bump already in his leg for the serve, but you know what? We do good. We're good.
That worked out good. Yeah, so 2:38 on the clock on the far side. Is everybody milling around over there? It's going to be a possession play in favor of Casablanca, and it'll be Casanola again, and Barto has to deal with Gonzalez. That ball will go down the center, and right now, once again, we are back to a defensive battle between these two teams. Who's going to try to get away? Look at this. They're double teaming Diego, and once again, Bellini. Now Nick Roldan, Juancito. Now it's Peque, and they get Kavanaugh moving forward. It's Roldan again, the pinball machine out there. Now they come around. There's a ride-off, loose ball play, backed up by Bellini. A swipe by Casanola, controlled by Gonzalez. Peque trying to sneak by two players. Casanola makes the hook. Loose ball, Ganzi. He's got Bellini going forward, and he's got it. And here goes Juancito. Juancito with Casanola on the move. Oh, Juancito breaks the head off his mallet. Nicky is Casanola on the move. Casanola. Now, Barto. There's the approach shot to the near post. Barto Casanola slams on the brakes. Look for the drag. Barto once, Barto twice, three times, my lady. Casanola. And finally, the high flag. And wow, there were 3 players down there on Hawaii Polo Life trying to steal the ball from him. We finally, and I'm not sure what happened there, if they did get a goal or a penalty, but Casanola had 3 dark jerseys just try to steal it from him. No, they don't get it from him. And with 1:19 on the clock, we're going to get Gaston Dorniak back at the center, so that's going to change it. And look at this, Juan Bellini, the largest lead we've seen all day, 7-5 in favor of the boys in the light blue jerseys.
Yes, that was a hell of a play by Barto. What a play by Nick Roldan and Barto Castellana. Those 2 play in the back. They do a hell of a work. And they have in front someone like Juancito and Granti. I would like to play with those 2 in front of me one time.
You like that? Yeah.
I like that combination.
You helped them. Oh, you mean Barto and
no, Juancito.
Juancito. Well, you've trained them. Come on, you've been their coach for years.
That's very, very good. I mean, both teams.
You know what I like here, Juan, is that Juancito broke his mallet, and they just kept on fire. Barto kept running. Nick jumped right in there, hit him a nice 60-yard shot, and that gave it to Barto, and Barto did his magic.
It's true. When you break a mallet, it's very important to see what in your head's coming, because you can use yourself for the team, helping your team.
Right, you don't need a mallet.
Taking a man out.
Yeah.
You don't have a mallet, but you can bump, you can take the man away from the rest of the players. So I think what Juancito did, that was good. Also, the other hand is, I don't know, if I was Juancito, I saw Bartolo with the ball. Maybe I could come and change my mallet, just stay in the back.
I see.
With the men.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if the
you have 2 guys going to forward.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that have to be a decision just.
Instinctive has got to happen,
exactly.
Huh? Well, there you go. So there you go, a little Polo 103 again from Juan Bellini. I love it. All right, it's going to be Kavanaugh and Diego wearing a 3, trying to move it forward. Peke goes running by. There's a neutral play by Bellini again, working very hard. And Grant's going to catch Kavanaugh on the reach.
Yeah, good opportunity foul by Grante. He saw the ball, he took the line, and Kanama came in front of him. That was important call, important play. You have 1 minute left for the fourth checker and the possessional penalty. So they have to be very important what they finish the play of Casablanca, because they are in control of the play. They can end up with a goal, or they can end up very far from their goal. So I think Casablanca have to play this ball like American football, very smart.
I understand. Good call there. I love how you're using the reference, the analogy, American football. Being from Argentina, well done, Juan. Here we go, on the 5. It's going to be knocked down the center, and I like that Nick goes forward here. Barto and Nicky seem to have it worked out, and that's big on this team because we know that Juancito and Grant know each other very well. Casablanca, cohesiveness growing as every minute goes on. Now, hey-ho, and looks like they all come together there, and we get a whistle. They'll stop the clock with 39 seconds, 7-5.
That's the play that Casablanca.
We have a Casablanca player bumping into another player. Is that what we got there?
I don't know. And then they called because someone was complaining.
No, the old complaining call.
No, they complained.
Well, it kind of looked like a little misread there by Juancito and Nicky kind of hit each other.
Yeah, could be foul with Juancito. But and the balls, what the ball is stopping there. I mean.
Well, listen. Maybe I'm not going to argue with that. Maybe they could have let that one go and keep playing.
Yeah.
But it's not going to hurt anybody.
Or have the penalty from the spot.
I understand. Well, you got to move the ball a little bit. But I agree they maybe could go non-call there, let them play. But they give one from the center. And no harm, no foul right here. They're getting a penalty 5 in favor of Kavanaugh. And let's see if he can get one here at the end of the fourth chucker. Down by 2 goals. Down the center they go. Grant Gandy playing zone back. He leaves it for Casanola. Nicky calls him off, and Nick will run the turn. Now, Nick, under the neck. 30 seconds left here in our fourth chucker play. Roldan tries to hit the big neck shot. Can't get it done. Barto will control, and that ball will skip out of bounds. And is that ball inside the 60 or not? I'm not sure why.
We have a chucker for sure.
Okay, we're going to have a chucker.
Chucker. Yeah, I need to break. I need to breathe. I need to relax a bit.
We're going to get Juan a little bit of oxygen here and get him ready for the fifth chucker. And go ahead and get yourself a snack, because we'll be right back for the fabulous fifth chucker of the $100,000 World Cup. All right, welcome back, everybody. Fifth chucker action, 7-5. And our largest lead of the day. That's, it's been that close.
It's still going to last forever.
Yeah, it might not last forever. Good call.
It's not going to last forever.
It hasn't lately. Every time someone gets a lead here in this $100,000 cup, another team comes back.
Yes. I'm really enjoy, regardless who win and who lose. I'm so happy to see.
Yeah, good game. Great game to watch.
Good game of polo. I mean,
great match.
You can win, you can lose, but when you give 110% of yourself on a polo field, I mean, you cannot regret if you lose the game.
Everybody, too.
It's always going to be a winner.
Yes, sir.
But you know what? In this case, it's not going to be a loser. It's going to be a team, then a runner-up.
I agree.
And might continue because the way both teams play, both teams are winners.
It looks like we got Gussie Bush down there. Watching Melly down there. Look at
Gussie, Blondie, what's up, man?
Well, Blondie coming in town.
It's nice to see
now
you back,
Blondie.
Blondie.
Estrada down there.
You like this too sometime, baby. I love you, Gussie. It's nice to
also
see you.
plays at the Aspen Valley Polo Club all summer.
That gives you the little Hollywood touch.
And one of our Hollywood, it gives us a little Hollywood touch.
Give us a Hollywood touch that we need for Chucker TV.
Check out the Bush Family Brood when they get back on TV.
Yeah.
Shout out to Billy Bush and Chrissy. Here we go. Fifth chucker, 7-5. Casanola's going to win this throwing, and he's got Roldan going forward. Ooh, Nicky tries to get the run going, and hey-ho, Taranco now. He's going to try to pick it. Oh, Nicky. Now the battle right here. We have seen this all day long. It's going to be Diego Kavanaugh from a standstill. Outlet pass. Good read here by Grant Gansey. Peke's got to give one play. They come together, and Gonzalez will win that one and try to drag it under the neck. Now he leaves it for Kavanaugh. Diego from a standstill. Once again, he's got Chris Dawson moving forward. Dawson from left to right, and it's going to go just wide to the left, and we're going to knock in favor of Casablanca.
Yeah, what a play. They got lucky in that play, Casablanca. There was good play by Nick Roldan. He should have taken more time. What Nick does incredible.
Over here, maybe rushed a little bit.
He rushed a bit too much,
Yeah.
But he's so powerful, so aggressive. He's doing a hell of a play. He's doing a really good teamwork with Juancito Granti and Barto Castagnola. Let's see what the knocking goes. Good play. What a shot by Barto Castagnola. Juancito's taking Kavanaugh, but Nick Roldan had the first shot. Let's see who does with the second. What a play with Nick. What a play by Casablanca. All to you, Del.
Casa on the flies. It's going to be Grant Gansey inside the 40. Oh, and I thought we were going to get a coast-to-coast like butter and toast, but no butter, no toast. But as you said, Juan, what a run here. Casanola, Bellini takes out the man. Nicky moves it down to Grant and just off to the left. But Casablanca has the offensive attack working well.
Yeah, that was a good approach by Granti. The second shot when someone was coming behind him, put a pressure on Granti. So that was a good shot, good offensive play by Casablanca.
Now, Hawaii Polo Life using Taranco a lot here in the second half. Look at Peke working hard with Casanola. That'll give Heiho time. Now, but they get ahead of him. Oh, bad luck there as Nick, but this will be a possession play in favor of Casablanca.
I love this rule.
Off of the Hawaii Polo Life horse.
I love this rule.
I like it too.
I like the very rule because you know what? People have to focus to keep the ball inside of the field.
Good call. Great.
You and I, we head it out, just let the time running.
You got it. Good call there, Juan. I love the procedure also. Big ball by Casanola, and look at this. Fifth chucker action. Casablanca peppering the north goal.
Yes, good defending play by Casablanca. What a play by Hawaii Polo Life. It's difficult to say Hawaii Polo Life. So
yeah,
fast.
you can say HPL if you like.
Okay, HPA. That's
when we say HPL. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
When we say HPL,
I learn English
Hawaii
every
Polo.
day, Del. Thank you.
There you go.
It's like we have in Chucker TV Spanish with Juan Bolini. Now we got English with Del.
Good call, Juan. All right, here we go. Back to the action, and again, Casablanca dialed in here in the fifth chucker. Casanola from about 60 yards out. Oh, Taranco working hard there. Takes that ball from Casanola, and we do get a whistle on the play. And this might go in favor of the light blue jerseys.
I don't know.
You're not sure?
I don't want to say anything.
I know, don't say
Every
anything
time I say something was wrong. So
yeah.
I know, but I'm so happy to have Gussie Bush in the house.
I know, he loves Gussie, right?
Yes, I love Gussie.
And we do apologize about that Chucker TV. You can't see Gussie, but we can at the moment.
But we can feel it.
You can feel Gussie.
We can feel Gussie. We can feel the energy of
you
young
can feel
and strong,
his energy.
blondie guy.
I agree. And check out his Instagram page, Gussie Bush.
That I don't want to see that.
You know,
No, I'm too old to see the Gussie.
he's got Jake down there with him, too. I think. Is Jake down there, too? Is he hiding
no,
around
we
back
got
there?
in the house,
No, we threw him out.
I was called Henry Porter.
Oh, Henry Porter.
Henry Porter in the house.
Oh, that's Henry.
with
Hey,
Melissa
Henry.
And Alejandro Novich Estrada.
Oh, and Alejandro,
Hi, guys.
there's Jake.
Henry Porter, the mago. The
So-
mago. You got to use it.
You got it. So
And
right
we got
there.
Jake in the house too. We have a full house here in Field 3 in Grand Champion. Polo Field 8-5 in favor of Casablanca. What a shot by Bartos Castañola Del. It's going to be a long 1 chapter and a half left for the end of the game.
They get an open goal on that last play there, Juan, and Barto has been fabulous from the penalty line. You just got to give it up to the kid. You got to give a credit where credit is due. 100% from the penalty line today.
He's very focused. He's a winner.
He a true winner. You said it, true winner, Juan. All right, on the bowling here, and it's been all Casablanca. Casa's won the last 4 bowlings. And we said about bowlings today, sometimes it doesn't matter, but in today's game, you want possession. Look at this ball by Casanola. Grant Ganzi on the pickup. Juancito with the neutral play. No, backed up there by Peque. To Kavanaugh. Diego looking to go forward here. Turns the defense into offense. Ricky Roldan keeping the pressure on Diego. That's going to slow the pace, and that'll give time. Look at Peque coming strong. Oh, Gonzalez off to the right side, and that'll be number 2, and that's Juancito Bellini. Juancito snaps a back shot. Nobody home, but yes, sir, Nick Roldan. Nick's going to get out in front of Kavanaugh. Diego looking for the foul there. No whistle on the play. Now, it'll be Nicky to the inside. Peque letting them play, and then you'll get a whistle on the play, and I don't think you can let that one go.
Let me tell you, foul was the play before. The second was foul too. But
With
the
Nick?
first play was foul. And that's my
You
opinion.
think Nicky went across?
Yes.
Yeah, he does
Yes.
end up way over on the left side. I need to agree with you there. I think Diego might have an argument here.
Yeah, but let me tell you another play. I think Nick, he saw Juancito and Grant in front. He should release it before he start tapping and getting that. The
Earlier.
2 kicks was earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, he got lucky, he got foul. But that play was to head it forward and the first shot.
Let it go.
Let it go. But let me tell you.
And the way this team's playing, Juan, you
Yes.
got to coach them that way
Yes.
because everybody's involved.
Yes.
Yeah, and the only thing hurts you now is holding the ball. Yes or no?
Yes, it is, because now the desperation is go for Hawaiian and Polo Life. They have to be patient. They have they have to open the field a bit more. And a scramble, Dio Kamana is unbeatable.
I understand. I agree with you.
And the way we have Nick, and we have, say, Casablanca have Nick and have Barto Castañola, the way they hit the ball and have those 2 kids in front, it's easy.
Yeah,
You see the
I
Polo.
agree with you. And you know what? It makes the game simpler.
You don't want to get in the stop and turning against Casablanca. I mean Hawaii Polo Life, because you're going to lose. Kavanaugh is the top player in doing that. Also Jejo Taranco. Also Peque Gonzalez. So I think.
Yeah, they have the manpower.
Yes.
Even and Chris
And
loves
the
to play
horses,
open
yes,
style
exactly.
and the horses.
But let me tell you, there are 2 different styles of polo in the 2 teams. One is running and heading like Casablanca, and Hawaii Polo Life is running, topping, turning, controlling. That's what you don't want. That's what happened, I think, heading a little bit to Hawaii Polo Life, that Kavanaugh doesn't have the control that he wants to have with the ball.
Right. Yeah, well, they're giving him a lot of troubles today. All right, here goes Barto, who's been 100% from the penalty line. 60-yard shot, Casanola.
This is important shot.
Whoa.
What a shot.
Whoa.
What
That
a
ball's
play.
still going.
It's
Still going.
Oh, my God.
That ball
Come
is hit
on, Gassi.
150 yards over, outside. Casanola just hitting the pole ball. I'm going to take a polo lesson from him, hitting the penalty shots there, Juan. This kid, his timing is so good. And
Yeah,
100% for the penalty line.
Yes. Important throwing to end this. I mean, 9-5, let's see Hundado with the ball. Granty with the ball. Good play by Granty. He tap it. Granty with the ball. I'll go back to you. I get too excited.
On the move. I got you. Look at this. It's going to be Ganzi. What a approach shot by Grant Ganzi. And that does not hurt because that is the 5th bowl-in won by Casablanca, and they finished the play.
Good play by Granty. What a pick up and the throwing. He make an up tap. Beautiful approach. I like the granting that play. In and out.
Yeah.
In and out.
At least it goes over the end line.
Yes,
now you line up on defense,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. And now Hawaiian Polo Leaf, they change a bit the knocking. Now the Kavanagh, he was Juancito beating him a lot of plays. Now he see the ball. Good play by Grante and Juancito there. Now the ball is fighting. Another fight. Good play. Vamos. Casablanca, Caman Grante, let's see Bartolo with the ball.
Woo!
Oh, my God.
Good ride off there. They come together again. It's going to be Kavanaugh again. Now, Tananko almost had control there, and it'll be Hawaii Polo Life, and once again, Kavanaugh. Diego, always with someone in the vicinity. Great coaching by the Casablanca team here. Not to give Diego any room to breathe today. Pecky's going to work hard there with Nicky, but that will be a war all day long. Two very strong players in the corner. 5 players. You can throw a blanket over all 5 of them. All 4 players from Casa. 2 Hawaiian Polo Life players, and who comes out with it? Casanola. Now, it'll be Barto to control here. Good ball control. Taken away by Hawaii Polo Life, and, well, bit of a melee. You got to let them go there. 50 seconds on the clock, and it'll be Diego looking for a goal here. They need a goal just to give them a little breathing. Now, Diego, Kavanaugh, down the center looking for Peke. He gets a piece of it. Juancito working hard. Heijo Taranco will drag the ball the outside. Back to the inside, bounces off a pony. There's your 30-second horn, as it'll be Taranco once again. Now Nick's going to pull out there. No need to foul. He knows it. He'll stay with Taranco. Diego shot on goal. That ball's got eyes, but just wide to the left. And the low flag, and Juan, that'll end our 5th checker play.
I'm not feeling I'm going to leave after the 6th checker. Del.
You're going to have to go take a nap.
I don't know, but that's like I was playing myself. I mean, I'm very excited. It's hard to me to be here in this chair when I see Grant and Juancito play. I try to be the most...
I know, it's very hard for you.
Hard.
You're actually being very good on the mic. I appreciate that today.
Wait until the last checker.
All right, we got the old 9 to 5, the Dolly Parton, so stay with us. You don't want to miss this 6 chucker action. Let's see if Hawaii Polo Life can regain the 4 goals, or if Casablanca will move on to the next round. This is the $100,000 World Cup. All right, welcome back, everybody. After the first chucker, Casablanca up 2-1. After the second chukker, 4-3 Hawaii Polo Life. At halftime, 5-5. After the fourth, 7-5 Casablanca. After the fifth, 9-5. What's Hawaii Polo Life need to do here, Juan?
Score goals.
You got it?
I'm score goals and pass
Quickly.
Quickly. What they're doing, I think Kavanagh is doing a good job, but he's holding the ball too much. But maybe he called it because he have everybody else
Covered up.
Covered up.
Good
and I
D.
like that rule also, the walking rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right here on a quick knock-in, we get a very quick whistle, and that's going to leave 7:22 on the clock. And our two mount officials, Ferrari and Dorniak, will ride together. Oh.
I don't know what happened. I was talking, but there's something that Casablanca doesn't need to do, foul. You have to let the time go.
That's not the way to start this chukker off up by 4 goals. You don't want to give a quick penalty shot here, Juan. I agree with you. Because that stops the clock and gives them an opportunity to score a goal, and Peke's been 100% from the penalty line.
I also give that a team hoping.
Yeah, make them work harder. Yeah, hoping for something. I hear trying to
score
find
a goal
something.
right now. You say, oh my God, we can do this.
Yeah, good call. Here's Peke. Open goal penalty, and Peke will get another high flag, and well done, Gonzalez. Peke he has got a bunch of goals here. 4 on the day by 6 goals on the day by Gonzalez.
What a player. He's doing a hell of a job. Very good in the penalties, and he's working a very good as number 2.
Yeah, he's got 4 from the penalty line, Juan. 3 twos of 4 and 2 from the field. And here we go. Can they win a bowling? Yeah, Diego's finally going to win one after 2 chukkers. It bounces off. Oh, bad luck there for Hawaii Polo Life, as it does get backed up by Bellini and now Kavanaugh. Diego moving the ball. He must have heard us talking, Juan, because he is moving the ball now. Backed up again by Bellini. And, whistle on the play there. Now, remember, both teams still have challenges. We'll check with our third man here, but I think they both still have challenges.
Yes.
Both teams still have challenges here, Juan, for the 6th chukker.
Yeah.
Now, do they leave us at center or do they move this ball? And that's where this might be a good challenge if you want, but
I think the ball was going board to board, like I said, and it was everybody in front.
Yeah, so they're going to drop it here, so no need to challenge here. Give the 5 up and move on.
They might need a challenge for later.
Yeah, save it for later. You might need it here at the end of the 6th.
You got the fire, you can control, you got the ball. You lose the challenge, you're out.
Yeah.
So why to take a risk?
Too close of a call there.
Yeah. Want to take a risk when you already have the fire in favor.
Yeah, and we were talking, Steve and I, about that. If you think if you're 100% on it, go ahead and challenge. But wow, they are going to challenge it.
They're going to challenge.
All right, so this could be a this is closer than I think we were talking, because to me they kind of all came together at at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they decide. They're going to send this in to our instant replay official, and he'll look at all the angles. And when we say angles, we mean he has both end zones. He has the high cam in the center and the drone.
And they lost the challenge.
Okay, so that's why I think they should have saved this one.
Yes, that's my opinion, because we still have 6.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And then
you only have a penalty 5.
You have a penalty 5 already in your favor. Why you take it some position on your ball? What a nice.
Save it for a goal shot penalty.
Yeah.
Huh? All right, on the backside, and look at this. They win the 5. Now they're on the offensive attack, but they did lose their challenge, and that might come into play with a 3-goal game. On the far side, Casanola Barto. He'll control the ball with the 4 on his back. Hey, everybody going forward to Casablanca. Look at this attack. A little bit short, though, and that's the first ball that Barto has hit today that did not go by one of his receivers. Now it gets turned around, and Kavanaugh looking for everybody to run forward on Hawaii Polo Life. Here comes the dark blue jerseys. Over center field they go. Bellini still working so hard. He's going to win that ride-off. And Juancito again causing a commotion with Kavanaugh. On the far side, Barto Casanola. They come together. Casanola gets it stolen away. It pops out. Met in there by Taranco. And a whistle on the play.
Yes.
And if this is in favor of Casablanca, they're going to get an opportunity to shoot a goal.
Yes, I like the intensity that both teams put in this
Great
last
intensity.
chapter.
Good,
and it's incredible. Both teams,
Great
Hawaii
intensity.
Polo Life came to last jacket with a lot of decision to win the game. They're saying to themselves, we can win this.
Hey.
Like I said to you before, don't look at the score. Just go goal by goal. They got lucky. They got the first goal on the fouls. They got the momentum. Now Casablanca took back the momentum. This is go back and forth. Let me tell you, the game is not over yet. We have long way to go to the end of the
Long
game.
way to go, Juan. I agree with you. 5:38 on the clock, and that is going to give, this is the big play for Casa. And let's put Barto back on the penalty line. Casanola today is 100%, 5 for 5, 4 penalty twos, open goals, and 1 penalty for Mr. Casanola. He's been awesome from the penalty line.
Yeah, but in this penalty 4, he has the win against him.
He's hitting into the wind. Good call.
But this is penalty 4. The before was penalty 3. So
I know.
This is a long distance.
This
so
is not an easy shot,
It's
but the
not an
last
easy
one he
shot.
did hit on this side into the wind, as I told you, went like 150 yards, remember? But let's see if Barto can dial it in once again. He's
Yeah.
been exceptional today, number 4. And there you go.
Wow.
And the high flag, and once again, that one's going to go almost the same. Look at that shot group he's got down there, Juan. You can see the balls in the middle of field.
Yeah.
What is that, field 5 for us over there?
Yeah.
And Barto Casanola, just amazing from the penalty line.
Anything can happen, Del. Anything can happen.
Still
Hawaii Polo
anybody's
Life-
ball game.
Hawaii Polo Life is going to back and forth fighting. They have a very strong team. Casablanca is a very strong team too. But let me tell you, it's been a really good polo game. It's been fantastic to have 26-goal polo here in America, something that Mark and Melissa decided to have for the rest of the play. Hey!
Diego out the backside. I like that play from Kavanaugh. That's a legal play there. I know Juan didn't like it because that was Juancito, but that's a legal hook there, Juan. And he's going to take it back, and it's going to be Hejo. And they need to score on this drive. Down by 4 goals, 4:40 on the clock. Looking for Diego, and he has him. Kavanaugh now. Hejo will take out Bellini. Kavanaugh is going to face up here with Ganzi, and the clock goes tick, 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 in the immortal words of Tommy Oxley, your best friend there, Juan.
Yes, I love it.
You know, you listen to Tommy a lot down there in the day. Now look at Diego, ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving, trying to get through the whole pack here. Grant Ganzi, good D. And turned around now by Taranco. Where's looked like it's going to be Barto. And I think you might get a safety here.
No.
No? Okay, so you're going to get a Kersey? No, they're going to keep it moving.
But let me tell you.
And with 4:02 on the clock.
That's what Hawaii Polo League doesn't need. They keep messing with the topping the ball too much. They need to score. They need the ball on the other side.
Yeah, a lot of tapping.
They took almost a minute
I agree
to
with
go
you.
there. When
Yeah.
you're losing by 4 goals, 4 minutes, you have to try to score. You have to shoot. They say the game is over if not. You shoot in and out.
Yeah.
Because now you're taking time out of your pocket.
At least you're giving yourself more opportunities.
Exactly.
I agree.
In that situation, what Kavanaugh did, holding the ball back and forth, that's what Casablanca need. Casablanca need to be patient like that. No foul, no giving easy goals. Because they have 4 goals in advantage. They are 10-6, 4 minutes left. If they're controlled, now they're control the ball. They have to play smart. No rush. Don't make a foul. Don't give easy goals.
I think that's where Tommy came up with the clock goes tick, 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 because it was like ticking away in front of him.
Exactly. That's what I think Hawaiian Polo League was. In that play particular, they taking extra time to make a decision of the play.
I agree. It
And
took
very
a
well
good 30 seconds off the clock.
Yes, and very well defended, very patient by Casablanca. They took the time, didn't foul, didn't want to easy foul. You know, if they score, they have another 30 seconds to come back to the center of the field. So they're taking another 30 seconds away for the clock.
Yeah.
That's in their favor.
So it works in their favor. Yeah.
Exactly. So when you play polo, you have to always think or watch everything.
Sure.
And I think both teams have the mind and the clock. 4 minutes, winning by 4. Casablanca thinking, guys, don't foul.
Yeah.
The other team should say, guys, let's shoot.
That's the one thing that can hurt Casa now if they do foul a couple
Yes,
times.
and one thing can be in the favor of Hawaiian Polo life. Hit the ball. Have a chances. In and out.
You got it. And we have seen Adolfo. He was the man. 4 goals in 2 minutes. We never thought it could be done, but he got it done. He did get 2 or 3 penalties in that 4 goals that he scored. I believe 2 penalties, and busted loose out of the bowling a couple times. But it can be done here. But at the moment, it's going to be Barto Casanola, and he'll control with 4 goals up. And look at this bomb by Casanola. And there's one that's 155. And look at this one. Juancito
is Nicky.
Oh, Nicky. I apologize. Nicky once. Nicky twice. And
what a play with Casablanca. What a knocking by. What a tragedy. For sure, they thought, say, Grant Juancito, take them in out.
Yeah.
Let's have Nick come from behind. And Bartos said, I'm going to hit it as hard as possible to midfield to Nick. That's a chess game.
As hard as possible. He hit it like 155 yards, bro.
Yeah.
And that ball was a laser beam. It wasn't really high. So that gave Nick an opportunity on an exceptional mare here. He got him out in front. Here we go. Must-win ball here by Hawaii Polo Life. And it'll be rolled in. Nick, and he's got Casanola moving forward. You can hear Barto giving Nick the yell, say, I'm here for you, buddy, but it doesn't matter. Into the coffin corner they go, and now watch Casablanca defend. Turned inside by Kavanaugh, and he'll leave it for Peke and Kavanaugh. Back and forth, Peke. He's got hey-ho. And down the right side they go, but good D again by Casablanca. Casablanca very strong here in the second half, Juan. With
very strong.
battle.
I like the rotation they have. Granty was holding at the back like a goalkeeper, and they had the 2 mastermind of Castagnola and Roldan. What a play, what a finish by Castagnola, by Alberto Castagnola. I'm going to say game over.
Yeah, that's a nail in the coffin.
Yes,
as we say. But that's a great goal there by Barto. I love a little chestnut pony. And again, great work here by Roldan. Nicky makes a great ride-off. They're working so well for each other. Casablanca did a great job. There are bad bounces here. They're going to double them up with 2 minutes left. And they have to wait here for Casanola. He's the last player. And Ferrari's going to go ahead and ride back with Barto. We get a little rain coming down here, so we do apologize. As with 1:51 left, but look at this, Casanola once again to the far side they go. Barto tries to skip it underneath the pony, and it gets turned around back to the inside. Kavanaugh, they're going to keep the hammer down here. 1:35 on the clock. Huge shot by Roldan. The rain is blowing in now. Now another one by Juancito Bellini. Bellini on the near side. And back to the Kavanaugh. And Diego will clear it out and under the neck. And Peke Gonzalez will take it off the board as we get down to about a minute. Grant's going to pull out there. Nice play by Granzi.
Yeah,
not the foul.
It's smart.
Very smart. Now Barto, Grant Ganzi. No one can make a play. It's going to be Bellini. They need to give another play. Grant and Bellini doing a great job. Juancito. Hey-ho will turn it under the neck. We're going to click under a minute as we have had a huge rainstorm just blow in here. Mallets in the air, no whistle on the play, 45 seconds. Roldan will grab control of this one down the center one, and it looks like that's going to end it here with 37 seconds. Peke will get one more run, but 12-6. So we're going to go ahead and let Peke finish this one out. And I'm going to close this broadcast off very quickly here, as that'll be the end. So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Juan Bellini. Juan, thanks for joining us today. For Juan Bellini, I'm Dale Schwetz, and I speak for the whole Chucker TV family when I say thank you for making us the leader of polo broadcasting. And when you see a $100,000 World Cup game like this, you know why we say at Chucker TV, we love the polo. We'll see you in our next broadcast.